Imagine this for a second. It's a quiet night at a Gurukul, with moonlight just flooding the whole courtyard. A young disciple is sitting with his guru, and his mind is just buzzing with all these questions about the world. It's the perfect setting to unpack a really deep truth about something we all think about: wealth. And the first question he asks, well, it's one we've all wondered about. So the disciple, a lot like us, right, is wrestling with this really fundamental question. He looks around and he sees people working their fingers to the bone day in and day out, but they're still struggling. So he asks his teacher, and we're going to ask it too, can pure, relentless hard work by itself actually make you rich? It's a question that really gets to the core of what we believe about success. And the guru's answer is where our little journey here really begins. He starts by, challenging everything we're taught. He introduces this idea that our whole understanding of hard work might just be an illusion when it comes to building real, lasting wealth. I mean, this quote from the guru just completely flips the script. He's saying the huge gap between the rich and the poor isn't about who sweats more. It's about who thinks better. Now, this isn't a knock on hard work, not at all. It's just a really powerful idea that effort without the right mindset, it has a ceiling. And this, right here, illustrates the point perfectly. On one side, you've got the laborer. They work with their body, day and night, but their income is always going to be limited. On the other side, you've got the businessman. They work with their mind. They think, they plan, and by doing that, they shatter those financial limits. The real difference? One works in the system while the other builds the system. So then the guru throws out this fascinating thought experiment. Just imagine for a second, what if we collected all the money in the entire world and distributed it equally to every single person? What do you think would happen? The guru argues that in just a few years, that wealth would find its way right back to the very same people who had it before. And why is that? Because being wealthy isn't just about having a pile of cash. It's about having the knowledge and the mindset to create and manage it. Okay, so if it's all about the mindset, how in the world do you develop it? Well, the guru lays out 7 secret rules. And these aren't just little tips. Think of them as a blueprint for shifting your thinking from the laborer's mindset to the wealth creator's mindset. So the first 4 rules, they basically build the foundation for this whole new way of thinking. First, and this is probably the most important one, invest in yourself. Your mind is your number one asset. What you learn is directly tied to what you can earn. Simple as that. Second, you have to get good at recognizing opportunities. The guru says they're almost never obvious. They usually show up looking like a problem that needs solving, or a small idea that most people would just walk right past. The third rule is absolutely critical. Value your time. You can always make more money, but time? Once it's gone, it is gone for good. You have to guard it. And finally, rule 4 is to prepare yourself first. Getting money can be the easy part. The real skill is knowing how to manage it. And that comes from building good financial habits before you even have the money. Now, the next 3 rules are all about how you deal with the world around you. Rule 5 is a big one. Change your company. You've heard the saying, right? You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's just so hard to think big and stay positive if you're surrounded by negativity. Rule 6, this one is super practical. Lend with caution. It's a tough one, but a loan made with the best of intentions can often destroy a relationship and your savings. You can be helpful, but you also have to be smart. And finally, rule 7, make thoughtful decisions. The guru warns that rushing into things and letting your emotions take the wheel, well, that's a surefire way to lose money. Now, all this theory is great, but a real-life example is what really makes it stick, So the guru shares a story that's a pretty powerful cautionary tale. It shows you exactly what happens when you ignore these rules. So let's meet Suresh. He's a guy we can all relate to. He's not lazy, not at all. In fact, he's incredibly hardworking. He does everything by the book, diligently saving every spare penny he earns. Then one day, a relative comes to him, totally distraught, begging for money, and Suresh, being a good guy, lets his heart take over. He completely ignores rule number 7 about thoughtful decisions and rule number 6 about lending with caution. In one single emotional moment, he just hands over his entire life savings. And the outcome? Well, it's sadly predictable, isn't it? The money gets spent, and Suresh never sees a dime of it again. All of his hard work, just gone in an instant. The lesson here is so sharp and so clear. When emotion drives your financial decisions, you almost always end up taking a loss. So how could Suresh have handled this better? Well, the guru actually gives us a 5-step playbook. First, don't say yes right away. Just ask for some time to think. Second, ask practical questions like how and when do you plan to return it? Third, ask for some kind of guarantee. Fourth, if you need an out, you can always say your money is tied up in an investment. And finally, look, if you really truly want to help, give an amount you can afford to lose completely as a gift. Don't call it a loan. That protects your money and your relationship. So, as the night is drawing to a close, the guru gathers all of these different threads, the philosophy, the rules, the story, and he weaves them into one final powerful lesson for his disciple and for us. So what is the final lesson? What's the big takeaway? It's not about giving up on hard work. It's about combining that hard work with intelligence. Work smart. Learn how to say no so you can protect your energy and your focus. Truly understand that your time is the most valuable thing you have. And above all, sharpen your mind until it becomes your greatest weapon for building the life that you actually want. And we end on this profound summary from the guru. This is it. This is the core idea that separates true wealth from just earning a wage. It's that shift from physical effort to mental strategy. So the question that leaves us with is, which tool are you relying on more, your hands or your mind?